White flag is raised, and that off in the second grade 2, the Horse and Jockey Hotel Chase. 2.5 miles and 12 fences to be jumped, and it's French Dynamite. At good days here, there's a hurdler, disputes the early lead with Lifetime Ambition. Tracked by the big 2, Shotgun Pour Swan, Fakir D'oudairies. At the rear of the field, the stable companions, Royal Rendezvous and Couleurs. Turning to face the fences in the back straight, Lifetime Ambition presses ahead. Goes on by a length and a half to French Dynamite. Just in third, Shotgun Pour Swan on the inside. Fakir D'oudairies, second in the race last year, and then Royal Rendezvous and Couleurs. Fence number 1, Lifetime Ambition from French Dynamite. Shotgun Pour Swan, Fakir D'oudairies, Royal Rendezvous and Couleurs. At their first stage, number 2, Lifetime Ambition. Shotgun Pour Swan hasn't been great over the first 2 fences as they continue on rising ground to fence number 3. Lifetime Ambition, the leader from French Dynamite. Shotgun Pour Swan disputes third with Fakir D'oudairies as Haut and Couleurs relegates Royal Rendezvous to be the back marker as they turn across the top to fences 4 and 5. In the lead is Lifetime Ambition and Rachel Blackmore, tracked by French Dynamite and Darragh O'Keefe. Shotgun Pour Swan in by the rail Paul Townend. His colours seeking an opening grade 2 double. Fakir D'oudairies, JJ Slevin next on the outside. And then Couleurs, Brian Cooper with the back marker, Royal Rendezvous and Danny Mullins. They've jumped 5 fences, good run to the 6th in front of the stands. Stacking up a little bit now. Lifetime Ambition with the noseband leads in. French Dynamite, Fakir D'oudairies just takes third off of Shotgun Pour Swan. Haut and Couleurs rejoined in rear by Royal Rendezvous. Racing on down the straight to the fence at the point at which they started. Lifetime Ambition in front of French Dynamite, lying a handy running second. Little between Shotgun Pour Swan and Fakir D'oudairies for the third spot. And then Couleurs and Royal Rendezvous. The fence at the point at which they started. And the last one next time in the Horse and Jockey Hotel Chase. Lifetime Ambition, followed by French Dynamite, couple of lengths to Fakir D'oudairies. In fourth place is Shotgun Pour Swan, who's trying something new today as he ventures over 2.5 miles. He's followed by fellow stable companions Couleurs and Royal Rendezvous. They've passed halfway. 6 more fences left to jump. Yet to be headed Lifetime Ambition. Leads by a length and a half to French Dynamite, taking closer orders Fakir D'oudairies. In fourth place is Shotgun Pour Swan, then Couleurs, and at the rear of the field, Royal Rendezvous. Going to the fence, which was their first. It's number 7 this time round, Lifetime Ambition from French Dynamite, Fakir D'oudairies, Shotgun Pour Swan, Royal Rendezvous and Couleurs. Continuing uphill to their final ditch, 5 fences from the finish. Lifetime Ambition, the leader from French Dynamite. They continue 1 and 2 as they've been from the outset. Then Fakir D'oudairies, Shotgun Pour Swan, Royal Rendezvous and Couleurs. Last in this line, it's 4 fences out. Lifetime Ambition joined by French Dynamite. Fakir D'oudairies on the outside of an improving Shotgun Pour Swan. This quartet covered by less than 3 lengths. Haut and Couleurs goes away from Royal Rendezvous. 3 fences left to jump. There's a change of leader as French Dynamite picks it up. Followed through by Shotgun Pour Swan. Niggled along in third as Fakir D'oudairies feeling the pinch as Lifetime Ambition. Then Couleurs who's trying to come into it. Heading for the second last fence. And it's French Dynamite followed by Shotgun Pour Swan, who jumped up on terms. In third place is Fakir D'oudairies, ridden along in touches Couleurs as Shotgun Pour Swan looms up to French Dynamite, pushed and shoved along on the inside. Improving in the check colours to track them closely is Couleurs and then Fakir D'oudairies. They straighten on the run to the final fence in the Grade 2 Horse and Jockey Hotel Chase. And here comes Haut Couleurs to head French Dynamite, Shotgun Pour Swan, Fakir D'oudairies. Coming down to the final fence and it's Owen Couleurs, patiently ridden by Brian Cooper, comes to lead at the last from French Dynamite and Fakir D'oudairies, and Owen Couleurs down, and it's a token for Fakir D'oudairies as Brian Cooper thumps the ground. It is Fakir D'oudairies and JJ Slevin running up towards the finish will win the Horse and Jockey Hotel Chase, confirming himself as one of the leading 2.5 miles specialists. Second is French Dynamite, Chacun pour soi third, Lifetime Ambition in fourth, fifth and last was Royal Rendezvous. Brian Cooper has walked away. Late drama.
And you're welcome back to Thurles, where the dust is just settling on that dramatic edition of the Horse and Jockey Hotel Chase, won by Fakir D'oudairies, trained by this man, Joseph O'Brien. Joseph, congratulations. I'm sure thrilled to see the horse win again. Just give us your take on what you saw out there.
Yeah, absolutely, Gary. Very pleased with the performance. Looked a good race. They went a strong gallop all the way. Very pleased with how he jumped. Got a little bit outpaced off the turn into the straight. JJ felt he was coming good down the straight, and he was galloping all the way to the line. I suppose you never know whether he would have beat the horse that fell or not. But JJ felt he was going to come and give him a fright anyway. And either way, very pleased to win and very pleased with his performance.
What was your feeling coming here today? Did you feel he'd step forward nicely from Punchestown?
Yeah, we did, and we thought it was a nice run in Punchestown. And originally we were going to look at going straight to kind of the spring targets, but we felt like he needed to run here, and very pleased that we have ran, and very pleased with his performance, and we're looking forward to the next couple of months with him.
That's an interesting comment you make. Did the timing of this race just fit as much as anything? Because there is a school of thought that maybe the track wouldn't necessarily be ideal for him.
No, I don't think that the track necessarily plays to his strengths, and you can see that particularly off the turn into the straight. Similar to this race last year, he just got a bit outpaced, but I feel that as he's getting a bit older, he's just taking a bit more work, and we needed to run somewhere, and obviously the ground was lovely here today, and it was a perfect spot to do that.
He's got such a tenacious attitude, doesn't he? He can't have trained too many tougher horses than this guy, I'd wager.
No, he's been a great servant. Over the last number of years, since he was a juvenile hurler all the way through, he's never run a bad race, and he's not an old horse, even though he has been around for a few years. Hopefully the best is yet to come.
Lovely prize to win today. What is in your mind now as far as the future is concerned? Because he's got plenty of options, this guy.
Yeah, he does. We potentially look at going back to Ascot for the Grade 1 that he won there last year, next month, and then we'll be looking at the spring festivals from there, but see how he comes out of here, but that would potentially be his next spot.
He had that great win at Aintree last year, went on there after Ascot. Could Cheltenham be in your thoughts, particularly if Allaho weren't to make the Ryanair? Will you be keeping an eye on developments there?
Yeah, we certainly will be. I suppose, we'll see what JP and Frank are thinking as we get closer to the spring, but he'll be entered up in all those races, and we'll make those decisions as we get to the time in the spring.
Lovely. Joseph, just the one to come, I think, later on. New Ross, a horse who did win here last time out. What's your thoughts on that one's chance today at the revised mark?
He obviously handles the track. He's up in class, up in grade. He's in good shape. He's fit and well. Delighted for his owners, Pat McGee, who had been very patient with him. He had a setback earlier in his career, and they were patient, and they were here to see him win the last day, and they're here again today, and we're hopeful that he can run very well.
Good man. It's that time of year where we kind of are almost obliged to check in on the Cheltenham horses. How are they shaping up in terms of preparation at the moment?
Yeah, good. I suppose Gary, will hopefully be represented at the Dublin Racing Festival in a couple of weeks' time, and then I suppose we'll be looking towards Cheltenham from there.
And what about the Dublin Festival? Who are you going to be relying on chiefly?
I suppose we have High Definition to run in the novice hurl. We have Banbridge that will run in the novice chase, and then we have bits and pieces amongst the other races, but they're probably two principals in the Grade 1s.
And Banbridge, just to concentrate on him, I know you felt he's better than what he showed at Ferry. Is he confident maybe a bit of nicer ground at Leopard's Sound will see him to better effect?
Yeah, I think certainly nicer ground will suit him better, and he comes back to 2 miles, which we don't think will do any harm. And yeah, looking forward to seeing how he goes.
And High Definition, I know you're not fighting shy of Facile Vega. Somebody's got to take him on and keep him honest, don't they?
Yeah, well, that's it. Like, I mean, it's the logical stepping stone from the maiden that he won, and he does have to sharpen up, and he does have to learn a bit, and you have to run somewhere, and so that's where he's going to go.
Do you like what you've seen at home in terms of schooling since the Leopardstown race? Has he maybe sharpened up a touch?
Yeah, he has, but I suppose there's no substitute for racing really to get experience into horses. So the plan was to go on to this race after Christmas, and yeah, we'll stick to that.
Fair play. Look forward to seeing him. Joseph, as ever, thanks for your time. Congratulations again. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Gary.
Keep.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.